Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a review on the brand new fragrance from Ledda Fragrance. It's called 18 Vanilla Nera. I did do a dedicated video when 22 Oris first launched, so I will link that above if you're curious of that fragrance as well. If you didn't know about 22 Oris, it has officially made it into my top 5 fragrance of all time. I've made a huge dent on this, haven't had it too long in the grand scheme of my perfume collection because I have over 100 and it is a top 5. It is so good. As soon as I heard that Stephanie was coming out with another fragrance, I was so excited. This fragrance could literally not have launched at a more perfect time. I'm going to explain that in this video, but I wanted to give my own thoughts. Stephanie's video is so good at describing all the notes and everything. If you have not watched that, I wanted to give you my very basic perfume lover, not expert review because I describe things in a very average way. I feel like I'm not a fragrance expert by any means, but I figure still good to hear just the average person what they think of this fragrance. This is what the perfume looks like. It is a deeper liquid in this compared to 22 Oris. It also has a different price tag. So this retails for $138 for 50 milliliters of product, and then 22 Oris is $155 for 50 milliliters of product. Before I get into the notes and all that, I have Canadians watching me. I am Canadian, and people ask me about the duties and all that. It's calculated at checkout and it's worth it. You already know I hate paying duties, but for this, it is 110% worth it to order from the website. I know you can't smell these in stores, so these kind of reviews are very helpful in deciding if this is something you're going to want to pick up. So that is what I'm trying to do in this video, to let you know to my best ability what this smells like, anything I can compare it to, and whether or not this is worth it for you to purchase. So for the ingredients, we have the top notes of bergamot, Nigerian ginger, pink pepper. The middle notes are albanum resins. I can't say that. I think that's frankincense, if I can remember correctly from what Stephanie said in her video. I'll double check. Then we have green cardamom, white floral bouquet, and then the base is Tahitian vanilla. That's the vanilla that Stephanie went with for this. Indonesian patchouli, and whipped musk. As soon as I heard the description of this, to me, I was worried that it would smell like a candle because there's certain fragrances and certain notes that I feel like would be a very home scent as opposed to one that I would wear on my body. However, just to strike that down right now, it doesn't smell like a home scent, like a candle, because that was what I was personally worried about. Just the combination of notes for me smells like something that I would love in my home, but not on my body. So when I spray this, it is definitely vanilla based. Stephanie said this is gourmand leaning. I don't smell too edible of a fragrance when I smell this. It's perfectly smooth and blended though. So when you get this and you see those notes that maybe could be a bit pungent, I feel it's well balanced. 18 Vanilla Nera is smooth, she's sexy, she's a grown-up vanilla. She's not your average vanilla. She's going to turn heads and also just so comforting at the same time while being really unique in its profile. I just think it's such a well done fragrance again. Just spraying this, I do get that bergamot opening, which I typically do when I spray a scent that has that as a top opening. So you get that kind of citrus note, but it definitely is spicy but smooth. And that's the best way I can describe this, as a dark vanilla smooth spice. You get those spicy notes to it. It's not just a gourmand scent to me. I would not be eating this, but that vanilla is predominant in it. You get that yumminess of the vanilla, which I love vanilla scents. I'm gourmand leaning myself. I can appreciate this fragrance specifically for her launch. As soon as she said she added some cardamom in it, I'm a huge fan of cardamom in fragrances, and also a white floral bouquet. I don't get floral at all in this, and also the patchouli in this is quite light because I hate patchouli. Like, it's one of those notes that I do not like, but for certain fragrances, I can see it added because it really holds the base of it. We have that Tahitian vanilla with the patchouli and whipped musk as a base. I love a musky scent, but this isn't overly musky. It's definitely feminine leaning, I feel, because of that Tahitian vanilla, and it is so so good, but I smell that on my skin, the vanilla predominantly, but with a smooth spice. It's not something that's gonna make you sneeze, because when I think of the pink pepper and just the spicy notes of this, I just feel like maybe it would be too much. However, it's not. It is so well done. I feel like all the notes really complement each other but make this super unique, and that's one of the things about Ledda fragrance that I feel they do so well, is that they are creating fragrances that I have not smelt before, and I have a huge collection. These are fragrances that you can only get online, which I know is super hard because you want to know what exactly it smells like, but also that's the feature of it that I love, because you're not gonna get something like this in store. You're just not gonna smell anything like these fragrances. So 18 Vanilla Nera definitely isn't as safe of a blind buy as 22 Orris, I feel, because you have to like vanilla and spice for this one to enjoy it. This one is one that I could wear year round. It doesn't matter how much I spray. It just is truly just so good in how easy it is to wear. This one I still love just as much. However, it's not one that I'm going to reach for year round, which doesn't make it a bad scent by any means. It just is very seasonal to me. It's perfect time for right now because I get Christmas, vanilla, cozy, spicy, like a balsamic kind of pine in it, but so light mixed with that vanilla, just screams holiday. And it just smells so comforting but wearable. It doesn't smell like a candle. So I just wanted to throw that out there. And then for me, I just wanted to show a comparison kind of from what I get from it from my collection. It reminds me of the vanilla that's in the Kayali The Wedding collection in Silk Santal, if you're familiar with that. The liquid is dark like the Ledda one as well, and that's the kind of vanilla yumminess that I get from it. This is my favorite Kayali fragrance to date. So when I smelled that vanilla, I instantly thought of this one, and what really drew me was because when I reviewed the Kayali ones, I thought they smell even better mixed. This one is Velvet Santal. This one has that smooth, just more masculine addition. When mixed with this is what I wanted these two to be. This fragrance to me is what I loved about these combined. So that is the best way I can describe it. If you smelt the wedding collection, I feel like it has the best of both worlds in it and truly is a stunning scent. This is definitely a signature scent, I feel. You have to like vanilla, you have to like spice to really appreciate this scent. I don't think it's too spicy, as I said, and truly you can smell that Tahitian vanilla quality to it over all the other notes, and just everything else kind of just wraps around it and balances that note so that it's not overly sweet, overly gourmand. It's kind of the perfect in-between and not your average vanilla. It is totally a different vanilla than I personally have. As I said, it's kind of these two combined for me. So that is the best way I can describe it in my collection. Ledda Fragrance did launch travel sizes of both 22 Orris and 18 Vanilla Nera in case you wanted to smell them in a travel before you invest in the full, which is always a good idea. I feel like because fragrance is so personal, I feel like 22 Orris would be safe to just go full size. 18 Vanilla Nera, just in case you're unsure, go travel. The travel for Ledda Fragrance is the most beautiful travel packaging I've ever seen from any brand. It has this faux leather case for it, and it is a spray, which is my preference. I don't like roller balls. This is a spray, so love that. It's super sleek, classy. I love everything about the packaging. Even the box that the fragrance comes in is so nice. And if it's getting shipped to you, you're not gonna have an issue with it busting. The packaging, even inside, houses the fragrance so well. Everything about Ledda Fragrance is just a 10 out of 10 for me. And this is another fragrance that I just feel like she nailed it. It is so, so good, but it's definitely more specific to a certain audience of people than her first launch of 22 Orris. So that is why I recommend maybe going travel first, unless you're a huge fan of vanilla and you love scents similar to me with that spice, the musk, vanilla. Go full size, you're good, because honestly, this is so good and it's intoxicating. Like, I cannot get enough of spraying it. Though this is like a 2 spray limit for me because it's definitely a little bit stronger than 22 Orris, but I love it. I think if you like similar fragrances to myself, that you would also be safe to blind buy it online because it is so well done. Stephanie and I have always had fairly similar fragrances that we love, so I knew that I would probably love this one, but I just think it is so good, so interesting, extremely smooth, and so yummy at the same time. It's just such a good vanilla that is different than anything I have, and that's what I'm personally looking for. I don't want to buy the same fragrance over and over again. Like, I want to have some standout fragrances, and this is definitely one of those. So happy with 18 Vanilla Nera, and I think that's everything I have to say. The wear of it is a little bit better than 22 Oris on it, actually. I forgot about the wear. I noticed that one even stronger than 22 Oris. 22 Oris for me still wears all day. This one I just can notice a little bit more on my skin throughout the day. It also settles so nicely on the skin. You definitely have to get into my scent bubble. It's not going to project, and I'll walk into the room and you'll just be sickened by my fragrance. It's definitely one that's closer to the skin, not a skin scent, but in my scent bubble, I feel like. And so that's my perfect kind of scent. I love how it projects. I love how it wears. I think both are fantastic. I think she really nailed it for this one as well. And I'm so excited to see what she comes up with next. I want to guess what she's going to do next. Any guesses? If you guys have any guesses, leave them down below. And also, if you have any questions about this, I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability. I tried to cover everything in this video, but I realized I might have missed something in my review. So please leave questions down below and I will get back to you ASAP. But that is it for my review on 18 Vanilla Nera. I'm so excited for this new fragrance from Ledda Fragrance. So definitely go check it out. I'll have everything linked. I'll also have 22 Oris linked down below if you want to go check that one out too. For all my fellow vanilla lovers, go check it out. It has that spicy quality, which I think makes it super interesting and just so lovely on the skin. So thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, for wanting to spend some time with me today. If you're not already, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one.